Kamara and Klingon. Drew Holiday out there with Abdia. And it's Grant in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man position. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Now here's Fox. Vassell, a screen on Holiday. On the wing, Vassell. Sends it home from three-point land.
Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Back to Holiday. Grant in the post. He's guarded by Vassell. That's good from Grant. On the assist by Holiday.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Vassell. The three-pointer off the mark. Kamara down low. He's guarded by Vassell. Kamara, that's good.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Castle outside. San Antonio moving the ball around. Wembanyama up top. Rejected by Klingon.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
Outside Holiday. There's the triple. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Castle. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Guys?
And Allie, thanks.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Fox. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Pass to Vassell. Over Grant.
And Grant providing good coverage. An excellent wing defender. Every team wants those.
Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, BA, they can do much better on the defensive boards. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up.
Here's Wembanyama. Portland making their last shot. Off target with the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Graham. Now here's Abdia. Grant outside. Yep, count it. Grant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Look, you know that's where Grant likes to play, using that body in close.
Vassell outside. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Holiday against Fox. Pass to Wembanyama from outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Holiday passes to Grant. Three-pointer off the mark. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. It's a three-point game. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And here are the Trailblazers now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. On the the wing, Grant. He's guarded by Vassell. Stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Uncovered. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Vassell's got 5 now.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Pass to Graham. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Now here's Fox. No points so far. Now Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight. Off the outside. Pass to Graham. Outside Kamara. Outside Holiday. From downtown. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Fox right side. Castle outside. Vassell outside. Wembanyama screen. Takes the 3. Vassell can't get it to go. Portland trailing here. Outside Holiday. Pass to Klingon. Outside Kamara for 3. Counted from distance.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Fox. Into the lane. And the basket is good.
If there's open space to be found in the mid-range area, Fox will get to it and hit the jump.
Grant outside. Back to Holiday. Unable to get that one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Champagny, the pass to Fox. Here's Castle. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Rebounded by Kamara.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Now here's Klingon. He's covered closely. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
At 7'2", Donovan Klingon is a mountain of a man.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Hornets checked in for Champagny. Barnes comes in for Vassell. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. So it's Portland now. Avdia finds Holiday. Outside Kamara. On the wing, Grant. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
We'll stand the postseason is just around the corner now. How hard is it to stay focused when you know the season is coming to an end?
Well, it's certainly hard for those teams that have locked in their spots. It's very easy to lose focus here in the home stretch. But for those still fighting for a spot, finishing well in the regular season has got to be the priority right now.
And that one misses.
And one look at Donovan Klingon, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
Here's Harper. 13 points in the win against Chicago. Cornette passes to Johnson. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Johnson. He's always a threat from out there.
To the middle. And there's Clingan on the assist by Holiday. Klingan's got 6 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
From deep, Harper. They get the rebound. Launches a three. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Off the outside. Grant outside. Wing shot on the way. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, that possession was going nowhere. Credit Grant, he saved it.
Here's Harper. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Harper. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring teams over the last 10 games. The Spurs, second.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Bryant, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Then for Portland, Murray comes in for Kamara, and Love is subbed in for Holiday. Portland leading by 3. And here's Avdia. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. Love for 3. And Bryant pulls it down. Pass to Harper, inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Love passes to Grant. Murray, a screen on Bryant. Back to Love. From behind the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
What an assist from Grant. I love how versatile he is.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Harper. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Yes, it's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Grant with it. Give him 8 points now. Here's Love. San Antonio with a rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Graham. 3-pointer. Harper pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 55%, an ideal start so far. Avdia passes to Love. Murray, a screen on Bryant. Love for 3. He can't get it to go. The Spurs shooting a fantastic 52% in the first. Here's Harper. Knocks down the step-back J. Harper's got 6.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Pass to Graham. Can't cash it in from close range.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
On the court right now for Portland. Murray out there with Robert Williams. Then there's Scoot Henderson, and it's Sissoko in at the 3, small forward.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. PA?
You'd love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now here's Fox. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Love passes to Henderson. There's a screen by Love. Henderson scanning the floor. Williams with the screen. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Williams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, a throwback big. Williams almost exclusively operates around the hoop.
Here's Fox. Fox, aggressive.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Henderson outside. Pass to Williams. Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. Here's Henderson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Fox, the pass to Harper. Cornette at the post, working on Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Robert Williams picks up 1.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Kamara, he's checked in for Williams. Avdia comes in for Henderson, and Holiday subbed in for Love. And so he makes both from the line.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Harper. 6 points for him. And stolen by Murray. Kamara, that's good. Kamara's got 7 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Johnson a screen on Holiday. Fox against Holiday. Fox, that's good. Give him 8. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Blazers trail by 4. Avdia outside. Portland moving it around. Outside Kamara. Pass to Avdia. Let's go with a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, he is solid from deep. Can't give Avdia too much of a window.
There's the screen by Johnson. On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Holiday. Fox surveying the D. 6 to shoot. And he lobs it up to... Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Over to the left wing. Here's Sissoko. Another 3 for Portland.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Fox outside. Johnson a screen on Holiday. Holiday against Fox. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Klingen's checked in. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Now here's Avdia, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. The shot won't fall.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Barnes. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Pass to Klingen. Back to Avdia. Now Holiday. The fader. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, Holiday understands when to pick his spots on offense, especially when the mid-range opens up like this.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Fox with speed, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Now it's time to take a look at who the top rookie passers were over the last month. Stephon Castle, number 1.
I really like how he sees the floor. A selfless distributor who enjoys hitting those guys in their spots.
Outside Holiday. Murray against Barnes. Avdia from outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, you got to be this quick in today's game. The second Avdia has the ball, he's into his shot.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 6. Vassell's shot is good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
So it's Portland now, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. Avdia outside. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday from long range. Rebound by San Antonio.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Vassell. Castle outside. Back to Vassell. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The defender did everything he could, but Vassell has the agility to get it to fall despite the foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Champagny, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
Now here's Grant. Give him 8 points now.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Blazers trail by 8. Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Grant. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, Grant has added range, but hasn't lost anything in close.
Castle outside. Back to Fox. Puts up a 3. Ooh, Fox making him pay from deep.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Portland has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Grant outside. The 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 16-7 run. On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Vassell. The 3 is up. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 9. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Now here's Castle. Swinging with the block. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Off the inbound. Wembanyama hammers it down. Blazers trail by 11. Outside Holiday. That 3's off the mark.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Vassell. He's got 11. Three-pointer, no good. It's Avdia on the wing. The 3 is up. Rebound by San Antonio. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Grant outside to end the run. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Pass to Grant. Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
The 3, Vassell. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Vassell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, 3rd of the game so far.
Avdia outside. Outside Kamara. against Wembanyama. Shoots a fadeaway. Grant can't get that one to fall.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
San Antonio moving the ball around. 1:19 left in the first half of this one. Here's Wembanyama. Portland with a rebound. Klingen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Holiday. Now Kamara. Now here's Klingen. He's guarded by Vassell. And there's Klingen on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got 3 assists now in this one. San Antonio leading by 16. Vassell outside. Castle for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Klingen. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Stolen by Vassell. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. It's intercepted. Grant outside. And here's Klingen. Outside Kamara. The 3-ball. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Avdia. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
At the line for 1.
Free throw no good for Avdia. And so it's San Antonio looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Champagnie at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, you know, Grant is so dangerous when he's on his game. And clearly, they've had no solution for him.
Now here's Vassell. To the inside. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Avdia outside. Back to Holiday. Grant outside. Clinging with a screen. Avdia left side. Fires for three. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You're getting really physical there inside. Now, Klingon knows this is just going to be part of the routine for him here in the league.
At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. The 3 from Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Holiday passes to Avdia. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Kamara. Avdia, good look. Rebound San Antonio.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Yeah, excellent work in transition from Fox, pushing the pace and supporting the fast break.
Blazers trail by 19. Outside Kamara. Portland moving it around. Holiday against Fox. Holiday passes to Avdia. Over Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. San Antonio leading by 19. A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Denny Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, BA, Denny was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, a big haul.
Outside Kamara. Pass to Grant. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
Fox outside. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see the teams who have been dominating the board since the All-Star break. The Spurs, 2nd.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Avdia outside. Now Holiday. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And it's Fox missing.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have 1, possibly 2 stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the support supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Guys?
A team effort. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Grant. He's got 15. 11 feet out. Here's Klingon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, and Klingon is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And Portland has possession. 19-point game. Back to Holiday. Grant outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Pass to Fox. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kamara's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell against Grant. Here's Avdia. Right side Holiday. Right wing. Outside Kamara. Now here's Avdia. Takes a three. Hits the trifecta. Avdia's got 11.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Fox outside. Out to the wing. Left side, Wembanyama. Out to Fox. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. Rebounded by Kamara. Kamara's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Holiday. Pass to Avdia from the arc. Here's Klingon. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And he's doing all he can for his team. Just perfect shooting thus far. Now, it's time. His teammates, they really have to step up.
Now here's Fox. Give him 20. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Avdia outside. Fox against Holiday. Grant outside. Klingon with a screen. There's the triple. And it's Grant with a 3. 18 points for him.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Now here's Castle, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Fox against Holiday. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 22.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight. Calling his own number, providing a serious scoring pipe.
Holiday finds Grant. The floater. And it's good on the lay-in. Grant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Back to Fox. San Antonio moving the ball around. Shot from the wing. And Klingon pulls it down. Blazers trail by 13. Pass to Holiday. High arcing shot. And he stays with it. Avdia from outside. The rebound by the Spurs.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Here's Castle. And here's Vassell from the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Grant outside. Pass to Holiday. Grant against Fox. And Grant gets it to go. Grant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Vassell outside. Beyond the arc. Avdia pulls it in. Blazers trail by 11. On the wing, Grant. To the paint. Here's Holiday. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Holiday's got 6.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Castle outside. Back to Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Holiday. And it's Fox missing. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 9.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Murray's checked in for Klingon. Sissoko comes in for Kamara. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Avdia. And Love is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Harper. 6 points for him to get back on track. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Love passes to Henderson. Outside for Love. This one for 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Pass to Johnson. Now here's Bryant. He's scoreless. Johnson passes to Cornette. Murray brings the double from deep. Harper. Here's Cornette. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
On the wing, Bryant. Pass to Johnson. Here's Harper. Shot clock at 5. From deep. It's hauled in by Henderson.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Grant with it. Working on Cornette. There's the block. Pass to Harper. Henderson against Barnes. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, but Johnson has a skill for putting power behind his motion and forcing his way to a finish.
And here's Grant. 22 points for him. To snap the cold streak. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He ends the quarter having collected a season-high number of rebounds. And don't go far. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Trail Blazers 5 right now. We've got Murray, and it's Avdia in at the 2 guard.
Big slam by the big man, Olynyk. You know his teammates have to be loving that.
Hey, expanding his range. Rebounded by Johnson.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Barnes, soft touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Avdia finds Love. It's stolen by Barnes. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Pass to Love. And here's Avdia. Clock at 6. Looking to end this cold spell. Rebounded by Johnson.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Harper. Fox outside. Now here's Johnson. Olynyk up top. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Avdia. Guarded by Olynyk. Outside Love. Avdia from outside. Rebound by San Antonio.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Love against Fox. Pass to Johnson. 4-3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Avdia outside. On the wing, Murray. Back to Avdia. A shot to stop the run. No luck on that one.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Johnson passes to Harper. Now Olynyk, covered by Love. Olynyk in the post. Love's there, and yep, it's good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Love with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Fox against Love. Outside Murray. The 3. Again, the miss by Portland.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Now here's Avdia. They kick it out to Murray. No good on the triple. On offense, here is San Antonio. 11 unanswered points for him. Barnes, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about them?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. Here's Fox. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 5th assist in this one. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And here's Avdia. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Here's Harper. Out to the right wing. Right side, Wembanyama. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Kamara. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Fox outside. Over Holiday. And it's Fox missing. Blazers trail by 19. Here's Klingen. Avdia outside. 3-pointer, Holiday. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on Holiday. Fox for 3. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Well, Portland's shooting around 30% since the 4th quarter got underway. To the middle. They double him with Wembanyama. Grant finds Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Kamara. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. So it's Portland now. Avdia with it. Outside Holiday. Avdia, screen on Fox. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama for San Antonio. Champagny. He's checked in for Barnes. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Harper. So it's Portland now, and here's Grant from the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Grant's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Fox the pass to Wembanyama. Fades and shoots, and he gets that one. Wembanyama's got 25 points.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Back to Avdia. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Avdia. Over Castle. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 20. Now Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 26.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Holiday passes to Grant. Shoots over Vassell. Grant's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Castle misses.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Holiday passes to Grant. Outside Holiday. There's the 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, Holiday's one of those guys they can ask a lot of, whether it's guarding the opponent's best player or orchestrating for his team.
3 shots. 3 shots.
He's off on the first. And after not winning a title for the first 11 years of his career, Drew Holiday finally breaks through in 2021, Coach.
And another in 2024. Wherever Holiday has gone during his career, he's fit like a glove, B.A. He's an experienced veteran and a leader both on and off the floor.
And the second free throw is good. There are usually one or two mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And he nails the third.
The first thing that comes up when you think of Drew Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
Now here's Castle. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish. Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Now here's Klingon. Outside Holiday. Portland moving it around. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together, and we'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Abdia outside. Back to Holiday. Right side Kamara. Lets the three fly. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. Out to Fox. Fires from deep. Abdia pulls it in. Abdia's got 8 rebounds in the game. Holiday against Fox. Nice! That one's good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Castle. Now Wembanyama. Now Fox. Let's loose for 3. He drops it from range. Fox has got 13 in the second half.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And the wins have been piling up for them. Tonight will be their 58th of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Victor Wembanyama.
He played big all night. relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Here's Avdia. After the basket by San Antonio. Outside Holiday. Launches it. Nails it from three. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Wembanyama. The jump hook. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Wembanyama's got 34 points.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.